me is in it. I don't wanna think about it. So if you know the song, sing it, 'cause I need it now. Take me to a place where the music's loud.
Hey guys, welcome down here to Tampa. We got Alex Miller, my main man, back on. Yeah, buddy. Down here at the Rack Studios, down here in Tampa. Me and Mike G down here late in the evening. We're going to rock it out with Alex here. But, you know, Alex, how are you doing? And happy Thanksgiving, pre-happy Thanksgiving, brother. How are you?
I'm doing good, and happy Thanksgiving to y'all, too. I'm ready to eat me some turkey, I'm telling you.
Well, you know, I'm a Miss Smith's apple pie kind of guy. And so I was at Publix the other day, and my wife was like, hey, what's going on? I said, well, they got buy one, get one free. So I came home with 4 pies, and she's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, look, they said buy one, get one free. So I bought 2 pies. I got 2 free. Don't hate me. I'm telling you.
That's some progressive thinking there. So you're buying 2 for this year, and you're buying 2 for next year all in one. That's what it is right there.
The deep freezer, man, the deep freezer. So, Mike, how you doing tonight, man?
Hey, man, I can't complain. Nice to see you, Mr. Miller, once again. How you doing, man? How's everything? I like your posters in the back, man. Those are
yeah, I hung these up a while back. I found them somewhere amongst all my stuff, and then they're old movie posters from the 40s.
Yeah, I like those things. That's my style type of stuff. I like that. You're looking good though, man. Welcome back.
Good to be back. Good to be back. I'm like a cold chick. I keep coming back.
Hey, you know what? That's all right, because man, I love you to death. So I was going to ask you, since you know we've been pretty good friends for about 2 years now. What your work ethic? Let's talk about that now. So when you first started in this, back in when you did American Idol and on. So I'm going to ask you now, Alex, how's your work ethic changed?
Well, it started whenever I was a kid, you know, but as far as it changing, I don't think it has. I think it's made me work harder since I've been off the show. Whenever I first started, you know, I was a high school kid, so I still had some stuff like that to take care of. But now, you know, doing music full time, you gotta work at it, you know, and that's the one thing I've learned. You know, you just like I was a FFA student whenever I was in high school, and so that goes back a lot to that. My working on the farm and doing that kind of thing, that definitely motivates you to get off of it. I'll say that much.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, as you look at your craft now, right, and you're talking about your work ethic and how you're shaping yourself, and you're saying you're working harder. And, you know, I think a lot of people have a big misconception, especially, and I'm not going to pick on you, so don't take it personal, but people in your generation, I don't understand the complexities of what it really takes to drive. So when you talk to some of your friends, I mean, what's the kind of conversation do you have with some of the people, your peers, about, you know, the amount of work that you put in right now to be successful?
Well, you know, I have a lot of good friends in the music business now. You know, I never thought in a million years I'd ever say that, but I do. And, you know, especially artists my age, you know, we talk to the older guys. One of my good buddies is Tracy Bird. And so I talk to Tracy Bird quite a bit. He's one of my good friends. And so, you know, whenever he first started, you know, your record label had to do a lot of your work. But now, you know, as far as like social media and stuff, that's an artist's deal. You know, I have to do all the social media side of things, and that takes a lot of time and effort. And so I'm always trying to work that and trying to figure out new and different things and watch what other people's doing. And it's become a science. I never thought I'd ever be good at science, but I'm slowly getting good at
it. Oh, so let me ask you this. So you just talked about Tracy Bird. So since you've started, who do you admire now? You know, when you first started, you had artists that you admired growing up, but after you've been at this about 2 or 3 years now, you're really grinding into the professional side. Now, I mean, I'm really looking at from the professional side. Who do you kind of look at now that you admire in the business that, you know, teaching your craft, giving you some insight? Your parents are great role models. They're going to always give you insight. So, but I'm talking external.
You know, I think some of my biggest influences are the guys that have been able to get a record or radio action and chart action without a major label. And I got to play with a guy that's been able to do that. His name is Aaron Watson. He's a big guy down in Texas. And he was really a nice man. That's the first thing I noticed about him. And second of all, he had done everything on his own, you know, and I opened for him and just getting to know his band and his crew, just top-notch people he had around him. I thought, you know, that's what I want whenever I get to where I want to be, is I want people around me to be good and be the kind of people I want to have around. And that's stuff like that's what I notice and try to pick up on. It's what other people say about them, not what they say directly, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Mike, you got anything, man?
Man, it's just been a continuous progression every time we see you, Alex. So, if
I ain't learning anything, I need to quit. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. So, I have a question. Is your stage presence more comfortable now? So, when you started, now it's like nothing. I'm pretty sure.
I would have to say yes. Whenever I first started, I was kind of naive to it. You know what I mean? I kind of took a lot of it for granted, especially coming right off that show. But now, when I first started, I was like a George Strait. I would just sit up there and sing. But I started seeing people like Hank Williams Jr., how their show worked. And I saw people like Chris Jansen, how energetic they were on stage, how they moved. And so like now it's nothing for me to just take my guitar off and go strolling through the audience or do something like that, or throw T-shirts out. There's one song we do and I'll hurl T-shirts out in the audience, which I never thought I'd ever do anything like that, but you've got to. It's like it's an adaptive thing. Yeah, trying.
That's good. Yeah. I had to ask because I've seen your videos are progressing and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure now your music is progressing. It's like you're nonstop now, because now it's a full-time job, right? That's all you do.
It is, and that's hard because I love the traditional country music and looking at music as a job. You have to make some business decisions sometimes that don't exactly ride that traditional country line, like throwing shirts or going down the audience. But I enjoy that side of things because I love people and I love making people's day. And sometimes that has to take precedent over tradition, in my opinion.
All right. Hey, so let's talk about distractions now. So like in your life right now, come on, man. Come on. Cause
I hold nothing back.
All right. So let's talk about distractions now. So as you've gotten into this, how do you manage your distractions day to day and throughout the traveling piece? How do you kind of manage the distractions of friends or the distractions of just life in general? Because we all run into it. I'm trying to write a book. Trust me, and I get distracted. And I get distracted all the time. So let me just be honest. I
always said I'm a two-track train on a one-track mind. So I've always got all kinds of other things going on. But it is hard to stay focused a lot of times, especially when you got a lot of people throwing things at you and wanting you to do this and wanting you to do that. But I always go back to my fans. Whatever I need to do for my fans first, I do. And then whatever business decisions and other things I need to do second. So that's the way I try to look at it. You got to please the people that love you in the first place. And that's kind of the way I look at it. And that's what I've always tried to do. And I think that's what I'll continue to do as well. One of my main priorities is writing and recording music, because that's when you leave this world as an artist, that's the only thing you got left. So I want to do as much of it while I can.
Oh yeah, you're building that legacy, man. You're building that legacy. So all right, so I coach football on the side, so I'm a superstitious kind of guy, right? So we made it to like the playoffs this year, so I had to do certain things every time the same way every week. So what are some of the rituals before you perform? Like Prince used to have Perrier water or, this or that. So what are some of the rituals that calm your nerves and your anxiety before you go out and sing, man? Because no matter how many times you sing, do you not still get nervous?
Oh, every time, every single time. It's a never failing thing. The way I look at it, if you're not nervous about it, you don't care about it enough. And that's the truth. And I get pretty nervous sometimes. But everybody does. I'd say as far as rituals, the only thing that I can really say that we do is this is something. I just got a brand new bass player. My other guy, he had some other gigs and things kind of got in the way, so he couldn't make some shows. So we just found another guy, and he's a real religious guy, and so I wanted to do something to make him feel connected and involved in the show. So what I did is we started praying before every show, and that's kind of been a ritual ever since he came into the band, and that was early this year. So we've been praying before every show. I don't know if we're praying that we have a good show. We're praying we make it through. I think when he first started, he was praying we made it through it. But that's a good tradition and something I saw another artist, Jelly Roll, when I did a little thing with him.
Oh yeah, you did.
I saw that him and his band for every show they got together and prayed, and I thought that was really neat that we were doing it and they were doing it too. So that's something I'm going to keep up continuously.
No, that's great because we do it with our football team. And, a lot of people want to, argue about church and state. And I'm sorry, I said sometimes the foundations of what you do have to be structured within some kind of spiritual way.
Oh, yeah.
And, and mine's always been, rooted in Christianity to some degree to help things out. So I totally respect what you're saying on that. So now that you've been singing, what artists would you like to try? You just talked about Jelly Roll. So what artists would you like to kind of collaborate with going forward?
I tell you what I'd like to do, and this is in the works. So y'all want to get some insider information, I'll let you have it. So we're working on maybe doing a project, a song with Tracy Bird. That's kind of, we've become pretty good friends. We've done some shows together, and we really just hit it off. Really, he's about the nicest guy I've met as far as just a kind man and one of the guys. He's one of those, and so it was nice to be around him and feeling welcomed as a new artist, and that's what he did for me. And so I wrote a little song, and I think we're going to record that with him here pretty soon. So that's what I've got going on. And there's another. I want to do that, and I want to record with a younger. I want to do some like almost Porter Dolly duets. I want to do one of those too. And I've got a girl picked out I want to do that with. So I'm working on some things. But I want that to be a newer artist like me too. So. I think I've pretty well got that nailed down too. So I can't let y'all know exactly everything, but I'll get you close. Right. I'll get you right to the line.
That's right. Hey, I'm waiting on your love ballad song. The one that's just you're gonna break it down, but that's gonna be a moment because they say you got to have your heart broken a couple of times before you can write a good love ballad.
Yeah, there is some truth to that. I will say that I've got some good stuff working. I've been working on then. If that's the case.
All right, so you got a new song, man. So are you go ahead and sing it for us real quick? Mike, you ready?
Yeah, let's go. You ready, Alan?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
You know how we do it.
This is just about as country song as you can get because it goes back to my roots in Lancaster, Kentucky. It's called Puttin' Up Hay, which I've done many a day. Here we go. Well, the first job that I ever had was working on the farm for Big Bill Ladd. His barn loft, Lord, was hot as hell, and so was his daughter Daisy Bell. Oh, I never will forget those days, just putting up hay. Well, it was hard to keep my mind on worker. The way she filled out a skin-tight shirt in cuddles jeans, red pigtails. She drove the tractor as we loaded bales. When work was through, the two of us would stay, just putting up hay, working up a sweat. Hey, till we were soaking wet. Hey, in the summer heat. Hey, loving her was sweet. The work was hard and it sure was worth the pay. Just putting up hay, hay. Out in the country we do it that way. Well, that summer job, it came and went, and you know I made more money since. But to see her bounce in that tractor seat, I guess I would have worked for free. Learn life on the farm is really great. Just putting up hay out in the barn, hey, in her loving arms, hey, really stacked. Hey, when I look back, the work was hard and it sure was worth the pay. Just putting up hay. Well, fellas, I've added this little line. If you've ever worked with your parents, maybe you'll understand this. And this is for my dad. I've spent a many day under his truck with a flashlight. And this is for my dad. Hope y'all enjoy it. Well, the worst job that I ever had was working on the farm with my dad. Lord, his barn loft, it was hot as hell, and all they ever did was cuss and yell. Oh, I never will forget those days. Lord, I wish I got paid working up a sweat. Hey, till we were soaking wet. Hey, in the summer heat. Hey, loving her was sweet. The work was hard, and it sure was worth the pain. Yeah, the work was hard, and it sure was worth the pain. Just putting up pain out in the country, Lord, we do it that way.
Oh man! Oh my God, dude, that song is awesome. I love it.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Yeah, Alex, that's on point. I love that song. Hey, so what venue? What's the best since you've been doing all this traveling? What's your best venue that you like? Where's the venue that you like? Hey, I need to go back there.
Oh man, I've had so many good places I've played this year. I played a place up in Ohio called the Country Concert, and they have a bunch of big acts, you know, like Tim McGraw and this, that, and the other. But I was on a little stage, but I didn't care. I was just happy to be there, and that's a place I want to go back to. I got to play a local place. I've done a lot of fairs and festivals this year, which has become my pride and joy. I really enjoy getting to run that circuit and getting to know those people in those fairs and small towns, because that's where I come from, you know, a little town. So I played one here in Kentucky right close to the house called the Apple Festival, and they have the world's largest apple pies. Their claim to fame. They make one every year.
Well, how is that, man? The apples are from Washington State.
Well, they've got apparently there's maybe a few different records. I don't know how that works, but they've got it basically is like applesauce. I mean, it ain't no pie left. You know, you might be lucky to get a crumb of crust, but anyways, that's what we got here. And so it was local. So I had so many people come out that I'd known through the years, and that was a fun one. And then West Virginia had a cool one in West Virginia called the Hoot Nanny, and it was probably the wildest crowd I've ever played to in my life. But they were all getting that what's it called? The be like Old Smoky. They was on that old moonshine. They were they were feeling it.
That's right. What are you now? You're 20 now. Or
20, yes. I don't know. I don't know much about it, but I know how they were feeling.
Like, here we go, man. Here we go. When you turn 21, what next year?
Yeah, I'm a June baby.
Okay.
So June the 5th. I've still got 6 months. My band's got something planned for me whenever I turn 21. So
oh Lord.
Yeah, there ain't no telling.
So when do you think you're gonna go overseas, man? Because country music's big in Germany, England, and Ireland.
Mm-hmm. I've been doing a radio program. It's every first week of the month or something like that. It is. And I put together these things, and I enjoy doing it. It plays over in Europe, so hopefully that's get me out there. But I just don't know. Whenever they call, I'm gonna go. But we were working on some things last year, but it's just so expensive to go over there. You know, it's an expensive trip, and then bringing musicians with you is a whole nother ordeal too.
Oh, I'm telling you, plus they're not covering.
And that's kind of what's scared me off of it, is trying to travel with it so far. But I one of these days I want to go over to Europe, and I want to go to Australia too, because country music's big in Australia.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah, we just had Jessica Lynn on. I mean to cut you off real quick. You're
fine. You're fine.
Yeah, we had Jessica Lynn, and they finally just did their first European tour, and it was a blast, she said. But the same thing is that it took a while for them to plan it, to get overseas, to get up on. I'm shocked that the USO hasn't called you and got you on the Armed Forces USO network. I mean,
man, I would love to do that. I would love to do that, because you know how much I think of veterans. I mean, if it wasn't for veterans, I couldn't be sitting here, and I'd love to go over and sing for the guys. I mean, that'd be awesome. But it's just one of those things. It's one of those things that'll come. You just can't make things happen. But I would love to do that. That's something that's been on my list to do for sure.
All right, I know, because you support veterans. You're working with different projects, and this month was Men's Mental Health Month, so I've been really advocate on social media about putting that out for men, and then talking about veterans and suicide and everything. Is because the thing is, Army, being in the Army, we get immersed to country music. I don't know why it is that way, but the infantry guys, the transporter guys, everybody that's in the front lines. For some reason, we kind of just resonate to country music, when we're out there. And I don't know why. It's just one of those things. So I know you got me and Mike another song. So we're going to go ahead and collaborate and go and move on to it. What you got for us?
I'll do you the ballad, and then I'll leave you with a little
Oh, I was gonna
acoustic
mess
thing.
with you. I was gonna mess with you anyway and find out what your best cover song is, also. But we'll go ahead.
Okay. In that case, I'll do you my ballad. This is one of my favorite things I've written. It was an album cut, but I don't care. I still love it. I hope y'all do too. This is a song called "Every Time I Reach for You, I Grab a Bottle," and it's not a funny song; it's a serious one. So I hope y'all enjoy. Here we go.
All right.
Here I am, alone tonight, at your memory's command. Oh, these aching arms that held you tight are as empty as the bottle in my hand. And when the missing you begins, I know right where my nights will end. Every time I reach for you, I grab the bottle. It's all I've got to keep me warm when nights are cold. Every time I reach for you, I grab the bottle. 'Cause when you left, it's all you left for me to hold. I come home and call your name. Oh, the silence is so loud, for I'm only one to blame for all the lonely in this house, wanting you the habit I can't break. It gets stronger with each drink I take. Every time I reach for you, I grab the bottle. It's all I've got to keep me warm when nights are cold. Every time I reach for you, I grab the bottle. 'Cause when you left, it's all you left for me to hold. When you left, it's all you left for me to hold. Now, boys, if that don't make you cry, a tear in your beer, nothing will.
That's it. Make me smoke my bourbon, man.
There you go.
Make me smoke my bourbon. All right, Mike G, what you got, baby?
Man, I'm about to drink some moonshine after that one. Shit. That's a drinking song right there, man.
That for a 20-year-old, not supposed to know nothing, but I let
man,
I
have your first drink is gonna get better.
I have the personal experience. That's right.
Well, you could.
Man, no, man, it's nice to see you again, Alex. Man, it's just I see your progression, man. Like I said before, when we first had you, I see something, and here we go, another round with us, and it's like, damn, okay, you've been working.
I've been hitting it pretty hard and heavy. That road life is definitely been changing me, but in a good way.
Yeah, you're only gonna grow from it, man. So let's go.
That's the idea.
Yeah. So, hey, so you're legal in every other country but the United States. So,
hey.
Yeah.
If I was smart, I'd have one of them little fake IDs. But people know me, and it's kind of tough to go out and I'd catch the one bouncer that's a country music fan,
And go, I know you. Oh yeah. That's a good thing about growing up in Europe, man. You didn't have to worry about all that. Mm-mm. All right, so before we get out of here, because we're down time as usual.
Yeah, I know.
But hey, so I definitely want you to go ahead and belt out another tune for us, man, before we get ahead. And then we're going to really cover your dates and the show coming near you. And go ahead, Alex, and go ahead and rock out, brother.
Well, sure thing. I'll do you my fun song off the record. I'm a big old country music fan, so I always insist that I get to do one traditional country song on every record. And I wrote this one as well. This is from personal experience. And it's called Getting Lucky in Kentucky. Here we go.
What?
Well, you might call me a gambling man. I've never been afraid to roll the dice and take a chance on love. That's right. So when she caught my eye in Louisville the first Saturday in May, all it took was just one look at her to change my luck. Well, I knew I held the winning number when she wrote it down, handed it to me and gave away. And before the first gate opened, we were nowhere to be found. Left my friends there at the track with just one thought to think. Always getting lucky in Kentucky, stealing kisses sweet and true. Picking full-leaf clovers underneath that old blue moon. We ain't doing nothing wrong, but they all think that I'm getting lucky in Kentucky here tonight. Ain't that right? Here we go now. Well, they're missing me at the poker game every Friday night, wondering where I am and who I'm up with it to. Well, y'all can figure it out, cause these days they know I'd never miss a chance to hold them tight. Bet them guys down at the racetrack, they're still a betting on me too. Oh, getting lucky in Kentucky, stealing kisses sweet and true. Picking full-leaf clovers underneath that old blue moon. We ain't doing nothing wrong, but they all think that I'm getting lucky in Kentucky here tonight. We ain't doing nothing wrong, but they all think that I'm getting lucky in Kentucky, getting lucky in Kentucky, getting lucky in Kentucky here tonight. Here we go now. Woo! Yeehaw! That's all you can say after one like that right there.
Oh my, whoo, man, that is powerful and energy. Hey, man, I love a little slapstick and a little bit of love, man, from, the countryside, man. I try to tell people, music today is traditional music is a lost art. And sadly, I'm glad some people are trying to bring it back. So, Alex, you're like that beacon of light that's bringing some good, clean music back. And you just have a little fun. You know what I'm saying?
I just do what I love, as far as music is concerned. I like all different kinds of things. In fact, I was listening to some, I'm a big R&B fan too. Like, I listen to Etta James and Ray Charles and James Brown. I like all them guys. They're all, I like good music, and that is some good stuff. So I listen to everything. I listen to everything I can, and because I think there's good music to be found everywhere. And that was kind of my jazzy or swingy side of things, but I just love good music. I don't care if it's rock or R&B or country, as long as it's good. And I think there's good to be found everywhere. And that having a little fun, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's for sure.
That's right. Well, I'm waiting on you to collaborate with Nelly, man.
Brother, if he called, I'd do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
I can see Alex and Nelly just killing it right now, man.
It would either be the best thing you ever seen or the worst thing you ever seen. There really ain't no in between on one like that. There's one spectrum or the other. I believe it'd be pretty good.
Hey, so are you dabbling in other forms of music as far as just, I know you're grassroots in country, but are you kind of looking at some of the country rock that, that's out there, because Taylor Swift bounces back and forth between country and pop. And then you have a bunch of artists out there, Kane and a bunch of different ones. They bounce between country music, but the more I don't know what the rhythm is a little bit different than normal country.
As far as other genres, this is kind of odd, especially for a 20-year-old, but I go the other direction. I listen to like Sinatra and
oh yeah, Blue Eyes.
Yes, I love jazz. Like I like a lot of them jazz, like them chords, and there's a lot of them cool chords they use in songs. And I like knowing them as a songwriter because when they're going in to write a song, you can always throw a weird chord, and that always makes a greater song, in my opinion. So I listen to a lot of big band jazz, and then like I'm a big Charlie Parker. I listen to him quite a bit. That bebop jazz stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd for a country guy but them older. If you listen to old country, a lot of the guitar players and the musicians, they were jazz fans as well, and almost jazz artists. Like Grady Martin comes to mind as a guitar player. He was one of the he's respected in the jazz community as well as the country community. So that's kind of where my mindset is. I can hear some of them voicings that they do. And as far as singers, Sinatra and Dean Martin and the old crooners, I like a lot of that stuff too, which is odd for a 20-year-old, but I do enjoy it.
It's not. I mean, because I'm sure you can jam out some Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville, and then turn around and play some Eagles, Hotel California. I was going to see if we had time. I was going to say, come on, can you do a little chord for Hotel California?
Well, I can get you some rock. I'll get you a rock number. I'll get you a couple bars of old rock song.
All right.
There is a house down in New Orleans that they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor boy, and God, well, I know that I'm one.
That's right. That's Moody Blues from the 60s, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, God, man, dude. And I still see the video where they're standing on the stairs. It's black and white, and they had suede suits on. Saying,
yeah, man. What a video!
That was a long time ago. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Alex.
I go from that to the fly me to the moon. I love all that stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, hey Mike. Before we get out here, you got anything for Alex, man?
Man, once again, nice seeing you again, Alex. Man, it's good to have you on, and nothing but good stuff for you, man. And then keep it going. Don't stop for nothing.
That's my plan. Thank you.
That's right. And keep on expanding your music, man. And let's mix and match, and let's see what happens, man. The magic man, Alex Miller.
Thank you.
I tell you, Mike's the DJ here. He's the DJ. Hey, Alex, as always, man, it's a pleasure and a blessing to have you on, man. Keep the faith as always. There's going to be always turbulence to success. And when you're successful, just remember that be humble. And when you're humble, good things happen, brother. So I appreciate you. Have a happy Thanksgiving and a happy Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much. Like you said, it's peaks and valleys. So thank you all so much. And like I said, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas to y'all, and hope to see y'all again soon.
And as we always say, keep it rolling.